Hey there, smart fans. Ed, the Tech Simple Texan here, bringing you tips on how technology can help reduce the friction in your life. This is the third video in a series where I show you how to turn on your PC from power off with Alexa. I will elucidate my Alexa settings and how I use them. Obviously, there are numerous ways that you can set this up and use the ability yourself. So, on with my setup. First off, I have my PC, monitors, and standing desk plugged into a power strip that I've attached under the desk. I've plugged that power strip into one of the sockets of a smart outlet that I installed. I used a smart outlet instead of a smart plug because I want to be able to turn on and off my Harman Kardon sound system separately. I use that as part of a NAP app that I've created, but I'll talk about that in a future video. Since each socket in the outlet can be controlled separately, I created a group named My PC in the Alexa app and added both sockets to that group. This allows me to say my wake word and turn on my PC to turn on my PC, 3 monitors, and sound system with one command. But I can still control my sound system separately. In the morning, after I have a cup of coffee up on the deck, I simply ask Alexa to turn on my PC while I am walking down the stairs, so it is already booted up, and as soon as I sit down, Windows Hello logs into my system. As I mentioned in the previous video, it's never a good idea to turn off your PC without shutting down Windows properly first. I've recently found a way to have Alexa shut down Windows and then turn my PC off, but that's the subject for a future video. Anyway, since I use my desktop most of the day, it is on from morning until I go to sleep. The last thing I do before getting into bed is to shut down Windows. Then, when I say Alexa, good night, to activate a routine that shuts down my condo, it also turns off my PC. This is very important because, as I mentioned in the How to Turn On My PC with Alexa video, the reason that Alexa is able to actually turn on my PC is a function of the BIOS interpreting my turning on the power outlet as the power being restored after a power loss. I could just ask Alexa to turn off my PC, or I could create a routine that turns the outlet off and then back on. Since the whole point of this is convenience, I wanted to implement a solution that minimized the possibility of creating other issues, hence the reason I added it to my goodnight routine. In my case, I'll never forget to shut down Windows first because my desktop is in a cutout in my bedroom, and with all the LEDs on, it's extremely noticeable. And that's how I use this functionality. I'm sure y'all will come up with numerous ideas on how to implement this to work the way you want to. A few final notes. The detail of the changes I made to my ROG Strix BIOS settings are in the previous video. Turning off your PC without shutting down Windows first is not fatal. It just increases the boot time next time and creates a few small program issues at restart that'll slow you down. Nomenclature becomes important for device names, groups, and routines as you add more of them. Since I have over 100 devices and many groups and routines, I've defined a pretty detailed outline for naming those. Also, since I'm focused on simplicity and using technology to achieve what I call zero friction living, even though I use very descriptive names in the app, I set up my groups and routines with intuitive, easy to remember phrases for voice control. I hope you found this helpful, and I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and remember, a smarter home leads to smarter living.